I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. When someone tells you that you are a son of God, what does that mean for you? Do you accept it? Who is this God whom we call Father? There are those who see God as an old man who is out there who we must be afraid of. Today, the meaning of the word Father is being manipulated so that we don't understand it. How to understand that God is love without knowing who He is? How to understand the love of God without understanding the Father? How can we expect to live in a better world if we do not know the essential things? The solution for the world is change, but not the world, because the world has reached a point that it cannot change. He has strayed so far from the light of God and has committed such abominable acts that he has already signed his destiny. However, there is an answer, and that answer is you. That answer is me. You can change. I can change. Only you are responsible for your own life. I am responsible for my life. You're the one who has to give an answer to God. I am the one who have to give the answer to God. You're the one who has to change. I have to change. And that change begins with two words: seeking God. You have only one key to open the door to the heart of God, and that key is the desire to seek Him. I can be afraid of many things. I can be confused about a number of things. As far as God is concerned, we're all confused about many things. The most important thing is that you have the desire to know God. The only thing that God is waiting for is those two words that pass from your mind to your heart. I desire to know God. God knows that you're not capable of making that quantum leap to understand Him. What He wants is that you need to meet Him. You just tell Him, I want to meet you. Then something incredible happens. You're giving a free gift. It is the Holy Spirit. He opens this door and says clearly, there are conditions and rules if you want to recognize God from your heart. You want to establish that being a child of God as your Father, you have to enter into a dialogue with God. That dialogue is prayer from the heart. Talk to God about what you like, what worries you, what your dreams are about, what you want. Ask Him questions, and that way you start the path to your relationship with God. If you take the time every day to talk with God, you will realize that this is the most important thing you can do in your life. Make time for God every day, and day by day to have this relationship with your Father by speaking to God from the depth of your heart. What your heart, Father, loves most is listening to you speak as a son to his Father. By doing it day by day, you will suddenly realize that this relationship is there, and you realize in your heart that God exists and loves you. At that moment, everything changes. How can there be fear when you know that God is with you? How can anything in this world overtake you when God is walking with you? And at that moment, you realize that God is with you and your life changes, because with God, we always win.